Hey pro writers, what's up? It's Catherine. You normally know me from my YouTube channel, the KathPath, where I document life at Stanford and talk about college. But today I'm here to talk to you guys about the most common college essay cliches I see, or college application cliches I see. It is so important to avoid having a cliche essay because you can imagine when these universities and institutions are getting huge numbers of essays, it just gets old seeing all these cliches. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that today. The first one is particularly used in the essay that often has a prompt that's like, why us? Why Stanford? Why Dartmouth? A prompt like that. It's saying in that essay, almost always in the closing statement, and I can't wait to be a cardinal. The Stanford mascot is a cardinal. Saying something along those lines, or like for the University of Pennsylvania, and I can't wait to be a Quaker, or go Cardinal, go Quakers, something along those lines. It's just in almost every one of these essays, find a more unique way to close. The next cliche is starting your essay off with a phrase along the lines of, for as long as I can remember. This is especially bad if you follow it with something like, I have been infatuated with microbiology. Like you've been remembering things since you were about 3 years old, and you probably haven't been infatuated with microbiology since you were 3 years old. So number one, it just doesn't quite fit together. But number two, that for as long as I can remember statement is used as the intro to so many essays. Definitely avoid that. The next cliche is typically in the closing sentence of the intro paragraph. If you've spoken in the intro paragraph about, maybe what sort of personal growth you're going to talk about in the essay, or finding your passion, and it's closing with something like, maybe you included a personal story and then saying, and at that time I had no idea that XYZ would change my life forever, or saying, at that time I would have never guessed. Just something along the lines of like identifying that in whatever point in time you just referred to, you were unaware that whatever is about to happen is going to happen. I just see this in so many essays that I really think it would give you a leg up to avoid that. The final cliche I'm going to talk about is one of the worst ones, I would say. It's saying something along the lines of, and now I know exactly what I want to do with the rest of my life, or saying that for the rest of my life I'm only going to do this because I've discovered how passionate I am about it. I would avoid saying this one because it is a cliche that I see in so many essays. But beyond that, think admissions officers are a bit on the older side. They're experienced, they've had jobs, they've been to college, they've gone through it, and they know that whatever you think you're going to do for the rest of your life at the time you're applying to college or grad school, whatever you're applying to, is probably going to change. People change careers and passions, all that kind of stuff all the time. So there's two reasons why I would avoid that specific cliche. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to check out my other videos in this series.